everything you knew about attraction is wrong, seriously stop whatever you're doing because what I'm about to tell you could change the way you see your relationships forever. Whether you realize it or not, you've been ignoring some major signs that might be revealing a hidden connection right under your nose. If you're tired of guessing where you stand with someone or want to decode that mysterious tension you feel, today's video is going to spill the tea on the 13 undeniable signs of sexual tension between two people. These are the things no one talks about, but once you recognize them, you'll never look at someone the same way again. Stick around because you don't want to miss this. Alright, let's kick things off with a classic but crucial sign: eye contact. Now, I'm not just talking about a casual glance or a quick look. No, I mean that intense, soul-piercing gaze that practically lights up the room. You know the one it's like your eyes are having a conversation all on their own, and the rest of the world just fades away. When your eyes lock with someone else's, and it feels like time stops. Yeah, that's not just a glance, it's a connection. A magnetic pull that's almost impossible to break. And here's the kicker: this kind of eye contact isn't about seeing, it's about feeling. It's a silent way of communicating something deeper, something beyond words. If you've ever felt like someone's looking right into your soul, that's not just your imagination. It's a sure sign that there's something more going on between you two. And speaking of eyes, let's dive deeper into those moments when you catch yourself in a deep gaze with someone. I'm talking about those times when you're so lost in their eyes, you forget where you are, what you were saying, or even what day it is. It's like they can see right through you, down to your very core. That kind of eye contact is more than just a passing look. It's a telltale sign that the tension is real. When you find yourself locked in these moments, unable to look away, it's a clear indication that there's an unspoken connection. It's almost as if every look is revealing a layer of who you are, and the deeper you go, the more intense the attraction becomes. If you're both stuck in this mutual gaze, believe me, the tension is palpable. Now, let's get a little dreamy for a second. Ever found yourself daydreaming about someone? Whether it's imagining what it'd be like to hold their hand or thinking about them and more. Let's say intimate scenarios. These fantasies aren't just random thoughts, they're your brain's way of telling you there's something more between you two. Those unexpected daydreams are your subconscious dropping hints that the attraction is deeper than you might want to admit. And it doesn't stop there. Sometimes these daydreams pop up at the most unexpected times during work, while you're out with friends, or even when you're supposed to be focusing on something completely different. The fact that they invade your thoughts so effortlessly is a sign that they've taken up more space in your mind than you might realize. But here's where things get spicy: the atmosphere. You know that electric vibe in the air when they walk into the room? Suddenly everything feels charged, like you're more aware of their presence than anyone else's. That's the kind of atmosphere you can practically cut with a knife. It's the tension that makes everything more intense, more alive. It's undeniable, and trust me, everyone else can feel it too. Have you ever noticed how the room seems to change when that person is around? It's like the energy shifts and you're hyper aware of every move they make, every word they say. This isn't just coincidence, it's a powerful sign of attraction at work. And when you feel that charge, it's not just you. People around you can pick up on it too. Even if they don't say anything, the atmosphere doesn't lie, and when it's electric, you can bet there's something serious going on. And speaking of others, let's talk about visible compatibility. Have people ever said, "You two make such a great couple," or "There's definitely something between you guys"? That's what we call visible compatibility. Sometimes outsiders see what we're blind to. When others pick up on the chemistry, it's a sign that your connection isn't just in your head. It's real, and it's obvious to everyone around you. Think about it: if multiple people are picking up on your chemistry, it's probably because it's that strong. And if you keep hearing comments like, "You two have such great chemistry," or "You'd be perfect together," it's worth considering that there might be more to your connection than just friendship. When it's visible to others, it's often because the attraction is so strong that it's practically radiating from the both of you. Here's a fun one: uncontrollable smiles. Ever notice if you can't stop grinning when you're around them? Or how just thinking about them makes you smile like an idiot? That's not just happiness, that's attraction. Those smiles are like little bursts of joy that you can't contain, and it's a dead giveaway that something's bubbling beneath the surface. You know the feeling when their name pops up on your phone, or when you catch a glimpse of them from across the room and suddenly you're smiling for no reason. That's your body's way of telling you that this person makes you happy on a deeper level. These smiles aren't just about having a good time, they're a sign that this person is triggering something deeper within you. It's almost like your body is betraying you, revealing what your mind might not want to admit yet. And then there's shared laughter. Laughter is a powerful connector. Shared laughs aren't just about humor, they're about connection. When you find yourselves cracking up together, it's like you're sharing a private joke that no one else gets. It's more than just laughing, it's a sign that you're in sync on a deeper level. Those laughs are saying, I get you in a way words never could. And the best part, when you're laughing with someone, it breaks down barriers. Laughter is disarming, it's intimate, and it's a sure sign that you're comfortable with each other. When you can share those deep, genuine belly laughs, it means you're connecting beyond the surface. It's a shared moment of joy that speaks volumes about your relationship. Next up, we have flirting. Now, this one's pretty obvious, right? Those playful jabs, cheeky comments, and lingering touches aren't just friendly gestures. They're a dance, a game of push and pull that's loaded with meaning. Flirting is like speaking in code, where every word, every move is dripping with attraction. If you're both in on the joke, chances are there's more going on than meets the eye. What's interesting about flirting is that it can be so subtle yet so powerful. A light touch on the arm, a playful tease, or even just the way they look at you, it's all part of the game. And here's the thing, flirting is intentional. It's not something that just happens. It's a conscious effort to show interest without saying it outright. So if you find yourself constantly engaging in this back and forth with someone, you're probably both aware that the tension is there, even if no one's saying it out loud. Now, have you ever been hyper aware of your own facial expressions around someone? Like, you're suddenly making sure your smile is just right, your eyes are sparkling, and you're giving off your best vibes. That's because you want to impress them. When you catch yourself doing this, it's a clear sign that you care what they think. And that's where the tension comes in. You might not even realize you're doing it, but subconsciously you're trying to present the best version of yourself. Maybe you're angling your face just so, or maybe you're trying to keep that smile perfect. Whatever it is, you're putting in the effort because their opinion matters to you. And that's a big indicator that the tension between you two is real. Then there's playful teasing. This isn't your average teasing, it's light, fun, and just a bit cheeky. It's the kind of teasing that's meant to provoke a reaction, to keep the energy light while still hinting at something more. These playful jabs are more than just jokes, they're a way to break the tension while acknowledging it at the same time. When someone teases you in this way, it's often because they're testing the waters. They're seeing how you react, gauging your interest, and having a bit of fun in the process. It's a classic move, and if you find yourself engaging in this back and forth banter, it's likely that the tension is mutual. But let's talk about what happens when you close your eyes. Dreams about them. Whether they're sweet, romantic, or a bit more heated, these dreams are a surefire sign that your mind is as obsessed as your heart. Your subconscious is doing the work while you sleep, pulling out all those hidden desires that you might not even be aware of during the day. And here's the thing, dreams are often where our deepest feelings come to light. So if you find yourself dreaming about someone, it's a clear indication that they're on your mind more than you might realize. Whether it's a harmless dream or something more intense, it's your brain's way of processing the tension you feel during the day. And here's a big one, that gravitational pull. You know what I'm talking about. That magnetic force that keeps you circling back to them. Whether it's finding excuses to be near them or just feeling more comfortable when they're around, it's a physical manifestation of the tension that's building between you two. It's like you're drawn to them without even trying, always finding ways to be close, even if it's just for a moment. This isn't just about attraction, it's about feeling that your presence is better when they're around. And if you find yourself always gravitating toward them, it's a sign that the tension between you two is too strong to ignore. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about those butterflies. The classic, age-old feeling that's been romanticized in songs and movies for decades. That fluttering in your stomach every time they're near, that nervous excitement that makes you feel like you're floating. It's not just a cliche, it's a real, physical reaction to attraction. When you feel those butterflies, there's no denying that the tension is at its peak. And what's fascinating about this feeling is that it's completely out of your control. Your body reacts before your mind does, and that fluttering is a clear sign that you're deeply affected by their presence. The butterflies are like your body's way of confirming what your heart already knows, that there's something undeniable between you two. So there you have it, the 13 signs of sexual tension that you just can't ignore. Each of these signals is like a piece of a puzzle. And when you start putting them together, you'll see the full picture of what's really going on between you and that special someone. Recognizing these signs doesn't just help you understand your feelings, It gives you the power to navigate the wild world of attraction and relationships with a little more confidence. So, which of these signs have you experienced? Drop a comment below and let's chat about it. And hey, if you're currently dealing with some serious tension, maybe it's time to make a move. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more juicy insights, and share this video with someone who needs to decode their own tension-filled situation.